Hello, welcome to the Energy Dynamic Model Academy, the place to come to find some really innovative resources to help you and or the people you're working with really start to understand themselves. Using these resources, they will see how they're who they are, how self-awareness, feelings, emotions, the mind, your environment and your imagination all fit together, and how they all operate in order to create your experience of life. So what I'd like to do in this short video is to go through the 3 towers that the energy dynamic model has designed to help you go through different steps in your self-development process. There's training available for people who wish to use these ideas in their organizations, and I would really welcome you to give me a ring if you like the sound of what you're going to see now, and we can talk together to see how best this will fit into your specific clients' needs, whether they be children or people with drug problems or prisoners or entrepreneurs. Never mind where they are, but what we can do is we can have a meeting and see how best to put this into your organization, and the Energy Dynamic Academy will work with you through all the steps of that, and we'd love to see what we can do with this. Okay, so the first tower, the first EDM tower, is called the I See Me tower. It's white, it's quite plain. Again, I'm not going to go through this too much because there's plenty of videos, but this is what it looks like. So it's a white sort of blobby thing. It has numbers here showing the order in which we put it together, and it has some words here: I do, I know, I am, we create change, in a kind and humble way, I can. So as we will learn from other videos, the reason this is white is because it's thoughts, it's words, but that's it. But it's a start. White is air, it's clear, it has no substance, but it's where we start. And this kind of represents your potential feelings that haven't come along yet, but we're going to learn how to do that. This is the mind. This one is full of kind of busyness, which again I explain in other videos. So what we do with the people working with is we show them this tower, and they will probably start to take it to pieces. As they take it to pieces, they will discover there's something inside this white blob, and this something inside it is what's keeping it together. And what is it? Oh, look at this. It says, I see me. So this is the first step to someone, a person, to realize that actually, I see me. Ah, this is me. This is my who I am. And they will probably really like it, and they can take it out and they can think, oh, this is nice. And there's a heart there because we need to start to love and nurture our who we are, because now I see me. I've discovered where that is. So this is in the center of this, and it's protected by the blocks around it. You can't see it because we haven't actually discovered what it is yet. Okay, so this I see me holds all this together. What you can then do is with your people is that as you take off each block, like I do, if you then look underneath the block, it has there, it will have there something in with a background of white, your knowledge or experience. That's what this one says. So this is the element of who you are. I do needs to be used with. And then here there's a word with a gold background called expression. So what is, you could say to the people you're working with, your experience or your knowledge? Oh, actually, I know how to ride a bike really well. That's what I know. And if you then do that, you create a feeling of expression. All right, and there's the same for all of these here. So if we look at if we look at prefer. So what do I prefer? That's the element of who you are. What do I prefer? And if I do with someone else, we, so if I'm with someone else, we, and we are doing something that involves what we all prefer, we'll create a feeling of belonging. So in essence, the circle is the idea, the we, the word we, and then what part of who you are, this one is preference, that involves, and then what feeling that will create belonging once we actually start to action that and we're in an environment where that happens. And here's an example, so you can spend lots of time with your people doing this, lots of time. And here's an example. So this one here is number 6. The word is create. The part of you is your talent. What do you find easy? That's the part of you, your talent. What do you find easy? And the feeling that will create is meaning. And so, in fact, I've done this for me. So what I did, or what you would do with your people, is you'd get them to draw or write or whatever on that white circle what that means to them. So actually what you're doing symbolically is you're slowly discovering I see me. So this part of I see me, of who you are, is your talent. So what we're doing is we're drawing out the information of who you are into 10 parts. And we are, here's another one here, another one I did here. This is number 7. This is change. Again, a thought, an idea, change. What do we apply it to? Again, you apply it to your talent, something that you really are able to do quite easily. Often people don't even realise what their talent is because to them it's normal. But if we start to do that and to focus on your talent, then you create a feeling of purpose. So what is that? So here I've put seeing potential, improving lives, painting, doing what has to be done. That's for me. But anyway, you get the general idea. So what you would do with your people is you would over time get them, they'd have their own I see me tower, and you would go through it with them and they'd draw on the right circle what parts of who they are is, and they'll see that what will happen is they'll start to create those good feels if they action the words. So that's there. And that's the first tower, the I see me tower. So this tower is all about discovery. It's the first step and it's all about discovery. There we are. So there we are. I see me tower. Oh, the last thing is, and the nice thing about this one as well, is that you actually can't see your who you are yet. That's actually hidden. The stick is hidden. And even when you've written, even when you've drawn underneath what who you are is, when you put it together, you still can't see it. All right, because it's still inside you. You haven't let it come out yet. But what we're doing at this stage is we're discovering. So the I see me tower is a discovery tower. There we are. The next tower is the I can tower. Sorry about that. Is the I can tower. And this one I can make little ones. But this is a big, this is the one that I recommend teachers, trainers, support workers have, because obviously it's bigger, so it's easier to see and pick up, and when you do work with it, you can feel the different weights as well. The different weights are more obviously different, so that's how good you feel with these. I call these power needs. This is how good you feel with these power needs, etc. But it's nice to have little ones for the people who are using it. Anyway, so this is the next step. This shows you the process. This isn't really personal, this tower, the I can tower. It shows you the process. So we're back to the words. It's the same words again. But this time, what this does is it just shows what feel it creates. Now, we already know this because this is what was written underneath here. All right, this is what was written underneath here. So Talent, when you use your talent to create change around you, creates a feeling of meaning. Okay, so I'll just show you quickly. So the I do creates a feeling of expression. We creates a feeling of belonging. In a kind and humble way, creates a feeling of love and care. So it shows the process. Okay, it shows the process. What is different though is that the stick here now has symbols on it, and these symbols represent the parts of you that you've discovered here. So your talent, what do you find easy, what's natural to you, your talent, that's represented here by your T. Okay, this one, your learning style, that creates a feeling of understanding, that's represented by learning style. So what you will see now symbolically is your personal growth. So now you can actually see the stick, you can see the stick, you can see who you are, right? Because otherwise in this model here, this little one here, you couldn't see yourself because you didn't know what that was yet. So now you can see your stick self, and also what you coloured in is now represented by these symbols. Okay, but as I said, this one's not a personal one, it just shows how it works. And I've done plenty of videos to show you how to use this one. I think this one is the most powerful one, in the sense that it just shows the process very well, very nicely. It shows the process. So if we want to create change, and if we want to find meaning and purpose in our life, then what we do is we create change given our stick self, because this is what is holding it together. And that part of your stick self will be your T, your talent, which we have looked at and realised what it is by using the white beginning tower, if you get me. So this one is the process, and I recommend that this is in every single classroom or therapy room or coaching room, because if you look at this and you pick it up and you examine it and you turn it around, just by doing that, is because you can see this, your brain is already starting to create those new neuron paths that will help you actually start to do this in real life so much more easily than just thinking about it. Because this is physical, we're already making a difference. And then the third tower is called the EDM Power Tower. And this is, again, an individual tower, like the beginning one is. And with what this is that this is just showing you that once you have actually started to understand who you are, you're very aware of it. This has a big awareness circle, so we're really aware of who we are now. And once we start to create these good feels, these are all being created now. The person can choose their colours. So it shows that this person wanted a blue, pink, and yellow one. So we did a blue, pink, and yellow one because that's showing who they are. This icon tower here is gold on purpose because it's your potential. Your gold is your potential, okay? And everyone is their own potential pot of gold. That is what is within you, your potential pot of gold. And I'm sure you've heard lots of people saying that, but this is showing it, and this is showing how it works. So once we start to work this, once we start to do this, all our potential inside our stick self, our who we are, starts to come out, and we start to shine and show our colours. So this is why I do this with particular colours that people choose. And then what happens is, because we have all these good feels, then our imagination is then used by us. Normally our imagination is used probably against us through the mind if we don't have good feelings. Lots of other videos on that. I have training videos on all of this. all available online. So I'm not going to go into that at the moment, but basically, once we have good feels, we know who we are, and we're in an environment where we can start to shine and thrive, then our imagination starts to work with us, and we start to see all sorts of opportunities. And when we have the strength, because we've got the energy, we've got the motivation to go forward and to create a better life for ourselves, because we all feel better. So this is how these 3 towers show our journey from unawareness. We don't know who we are, and we're just a kind of a blob, to actually starting to understand the relationship between who we are, our thoughts, our actions, our feelings, etc., meaning, purpose, etc., and then actually reaching the stage where we can stand there and think, I know who I am, I'm very aware of who I am creating these good feels for myself, and because of that, I now can use my imagination to create a better world for myself and others. So if you would like to use any one of these towers in your organisation, please let me know. As I said, I'll work with you to create a package that suits you, for your organisation, for your own personal business, even if you're a coach. And we can work together, as I said, to work out how you can do that fits your particular client base, and what they're particularly focusing on. And I would love to have you as a EDM tower practitioner. I'm issuing licenses at the moment, so if you would like a license, what that does is it means that if you can use these towers, and you're the only person who can use those towers in a certain mileage radius. So if you'd like to have the opportunity to think, actually, I'd love to use that in my rehab centre, my prison, my school, my coaching business, whatever, my well-being training, then please let me know, and we can get you sorted out so you can have a license for your area. So it's one way that you can make sure not only your clients get the best service available, but also you yourself has a really unique USP that you can offer your clients, so you start to do better in your business or your organisation. So thank you very much for your patience listening to this video. Please do let me know what you think. If you'd like to go forward, my website is www.energydynamicmodel.com, and I also, as I said, the training is mainly online, and I have a textbook too. So it doesn't matter where you live, we can do it together. Thank you very much. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye bye from now.